As you know, beginning on Monday, 1 week from today, June the 10th, Denver and Narita, Japan will begin, United Airlines will begin nonstop flights between Denver and Narita, Japan, just outside of Tokyo. This is a culmination of about 2 decades of effort on behalf of city leaders here in Denver, as well as a lot of friends in Tokyo, to really open the doors to business, cultural, energy, geographic opportunities here in the region as well as around the world. I cannot underscore the importance of this nonstop flight between Denver and Tokyo to begin the process of really engaging as well as bridging what I believe critical connections between business people in this Rocky Mountain region and the Asian continent. So I'm excited to lead a delegation of about 70 leaders beginning on Monday. There'll be 2 flights, one leaving Monday, the other leaving on Tuesday. The Tuesday flight will include 9 students from Montbello Drumline who will go and represent Denver and the United States in Tokyo, and then ultimately on to Takayama, Japan, our sister city. What an exciting opportunity this is for all of us, and I can't thank United Airlines and all the folks who've worked over the years to make this this trip a reality. It's huge for our business community. It's also huge for our tourism. Again, to open the doors and simply say that Denver and Colorado and our entire Rocky Mountain region are open to business. With that, let me step aside. I'm going to ask Al White, who is here to represent the tourism community for the state of Colorado, to say some few words, and then we're going to have several other folks briefly make comments, and then we'll open up for question and answer.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and I echo your thoughts about this flight, this inaugural flight. You know, it's going to open the doors to Colorado from literally 1 billion or more potential travelers in Asia as Tokyo becomes the gateway into Colorado. Colorado is already one of the favorite travel destinations for Americans, but we believe we can make it the top state of interest for people traveling from Japan and Asia. And that's a huge pool of potential travelers to come and get interested in our state. You know, Denver is a sophisticated place, full of culture, and then we counterbalance that with the Southwest with Mesa Verde and the heritage, the deep heritage that we have. And in between, we have all of our beautiful mountain resorts. So we're very excited about this opportunity and looking forward to it.
Thank you. Dan Lynch with United Airlines. And I just want to say, I know the mayor's excited, and we couldn't be any more excited about launching this flight as well. It's taken a little longer than maybe we had hoped it would at first, but we're confident that it's going to be worth the extra wait and time. I just want to thank the mayor and Kim Day and the folks standing up here with me for their leadership and their commitment and vision in helping build the bridge between Denver and Tokyo, and all their hard work that went into enabling the flight we're about to launch in a week. Again, very excited, and I'll turn it over to Tom.
Okay. Hi, I'm Tom Clark with the Metro Denver Economic Development Corporation. This is a 26-year journey that we've been on, and I'm looking at the wrong camera. Which one? How about if I just look at Kristen, okay? She's much more attractive than a lens, okay? You ready? Okay, here we go. I'm Tom Clark. I'm the CEO of the Metro Denver Economic Development Corporation. This has been a long journey for us, 27 years from our first call in Japan, trying to get this flight. And thanks to United for making it possible for us and giving us the right airplane. It was built for a flight between Tokyo and Denver in mind. For us, Japan is the market for us. It's on its way back out of some years of recession. We have incredible linkages to that place, and for the Japanese companies to be able to fly into the middle of the country and disperse themselves through other parts of the country to do their business puts Denver in a very unique place. We are one of those emerging new metropolitan regions, noticed by international investors all over the country and all over the world. That it's a perfect fit for the Japanese economy and their focus on innovation and technology. It's going to be a great partnership with Narita and DIA. It's going to be a great economy and a great opportunity for both countries. Thanks.
Thank you. Inta Morris with the Colorado Department of Higher Education. And I just want to take a second to say, excited seems to be the word of the day, but our institutions are really excited about the opportunities that this presents for our students and for students in Japan. We see this as a win-win, a benefit to the students coming over here, but even more so to our students in Colorado. They have to compete in this global marketplace. And so getting exposure to students coming from all parts of the world, and now even more from Asia, is something that our institutions are all really excited about. So Study Colorado is a consortium of all of our public and some of our private institutions. We have about 6 or 7 institutions who are sending reps along, and we're just really excited about this opportunity for education in Colorado. Thank you.
And then I want to have Eric Hiraga come up, who's been working with us as a liaison with our Japanese community, and maybe talk about the excitement they have shared.
Yes. Eric Hiraga, Chief of Staff for DIA. We are really excited to get this flight. This really is a whole new chapter for the airport. When the airport was built 18 years ago, we really envisioned having these global connections, and now it's come to fruition. In particular for Asia and the Asian community here, Asia is now 3 hours closer. Whether you're from going on to Tokyo or going on to Bangkok, it's that much easier to get to. So I know that this will foster more business opportunities, cultural opportunities, educational opportunities, and I think you see that with the composition of our delegation of 70 people going there. Thank you.
So as we get ready to open for question, I want to remind you that we will take 9 students from Denver's Montbello High School, and they will be our student ambassadors. They will exchange culturally with other students. They'll stay, participate at host families while they're in Takayama. The other thing I want to share with you, I'm glad Inta Morris is here, because this is a huge opportunity for higher education, for us to recruit students to come and study here, as well as to send students abroad. So higher education is critical here. We will host an energy summit while we're in Japan as it begins to really contemplate its energy future, and I think it's huge for us to be able to promote Colorado as really the blueprint and leaders in the energy sector, to be able to share some of our best practices, but also how we can be helpful in the areas of energy for Japan. And then finally, we will also sign a partnership agreement with Narita Airport, International Airport, while we're there. So there are going to be a myriad of international business meetings that will take place. We will share some time at the ambassador's residence. We will share our sign a friendship agreement with the Narita Airport, as well as conduct an energy summit, and hopefully continue to do our part to sell Colorado and the Rocky Mountain region as a tourist destination and a place to do business as part of this new trip. So we'll stop there, open up the floor for questions.
As a sole reporter, I think I'm for.
Come on up, ask your questions.
Korea, South Korea.
Yes, I
I'd
forgot
like to
South
know a little bit more about the trip, and kind of specifically some of the business opportunities you see there. We talked a lot about energy with Japan. What are you guys seeing in Seoul?
Sure, and maybe you'll answer the energy question. So I'll tell you that the Seoul trip is solely built around, pardon the pun, around taking a look at one of the world's leading aerotropolis in Incheon, Korea. And so we will take a look at that aerotropolis there, tour it, as well as their airport city that has been built. As you know, it's one of the top priorities of this administration, my administration, to build out our aerotropolis. And so those of us who will take the detour to Seoul, Korea, will be looking at best practice around the world as far as building out an aerotropolis. Tom?
On the energy side, as you know, following the earthquake in Japan, there was a kind of a countrywide conversation about where does Japan go forward in the next decade. We are one of those states that prides itself in being kind of the balanced energy economy of the West. And like ourselves, Japan has realized that they need almost like a fruit basket of energy sources. Clean tech, which would be wind and solar, actually ocean waves, as well as some fossil fuels and coal. And we are, in many respects, the perfect match for Japan to say, how do you integrate those new energy sources into the existing grid? What are the technologies? Where are they going? And of course, we have great assets like the National Renewable Energy Laboratory and great fossil energy companies here who are doing a great deal of innovation. So it's a great opportunity for us and something of great interest to the Japanese.
Next question. With the flight, it's a lot of celebration with this week. It's a lot of just relief finally. What does it take when the rubber meets the road? What's it going to take for this flight to be a success? Maybe Dan Lynch, maybe you can speak to that a little bit from the economic side. Maybe you can prepare for it.
Well, I know what Dan's going to say. Fill the front of the plane, okay? The back of the plane pays for the gas. The front of the plane is the profit. For us, the focus will be on trying to help feeder markets, Kansas City, Austin, St. Louis, to fly through Denver as an option. It's a great option for United and for us. Secondly, a series of things are going on with the Japanese economy right now that create an opportunity in mining. They have operations in South America, several of the companies mining operations in South America, who will be using DIA as a jumping off place to South America. We have a number of mid-cap companies in Japan, based on national policy of Japan, that will be looking to invest offshore from Japan based on their declining and aging workforce. That creates a great opportunity for us to put the right people on the plane, get them into the middle of the United States, and deliver them wherever else they're doing business.
Yeah, I can just add quickly to what Tom said. I think that's what this trip is all about. You know, United is doing what we can do to help sell this route, but this is really about us going out there and promoting Denver in Tokyo, in Asia, and that I think will help make this route a success. United and Denver's economic development are, you know, intrinsically tied together. So we work very closely together to share in that mutual success. The only other thing I'll point out, I think that's important to helping make this route a success, is the aircraft. You know, we've got the 787. As Tom said, this route from Denver to Tokyo is tailor-made for the 787. It's a route that wouldn't be possible without this aircraft. We think it's a game-changing aircraft. We're excited for everybody to see it and fly over there, and we think that'll be very, very important to making this route a success.
Kristen, one other thing. We will be in Japan every 6 months with prospecting missions for forever. It's that great of an opportunity for us. So what we know in dealing with the Japanese companies is that you have to build a long-term relationship with them. You do that by repetitions. Laura Jackson and I, in the last 7 years, have been in Japan 13 times together, talking to Japanese companies. So it's a long-term strategy.
I got one thing. And I think we need to take advantage of the synergies that we currently have. Recently, we've been tracking Japanese-based companies here in Colorado, and that number was hovering around 40. Today, it's around 50 plus. We had companies like Tedemo move into Lakewood, employing 2,300 people here. So we already have some advantages, and we just need to maintain that momentum. And like Tom said, the dynamics in the Japanese economy, there's opportunity here right now. Now, hopefully, this flight will help.